As for beleaguered Congressman Santos, saying tonight he was caught off guard by federal prosecutors bringing criminal charges against him. Sources now telling ABC the case involves money. Mr. Santos expected to surrender and face a judge as soon as tomorrow. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einer live outside the Congressman's office in Douglaston, Queens, with the latest. Josh.
Bill, George Santos' web of lies has been well documented by now. Everything from his education to his religion, even that story that his mother died on 9/11. She didn't. But none of that is necessarily criminal. Still tonight, prosecutors have unearthed evidence of potential federal crimes, and the congressman has a date in court as early as tomorrow.
New York Republicans are calling you a disgrace.
He's become something of an expert at dodging those pesky reporters in the Capitol.
Do your lies make a mockery?
But the man who lied his way into Congress
You guys keep asking the same question.
is tonight facing something much more serious than the Washington press corps. He's now facing federal criminal charges.
It confirms what we've long known, that Mr. Santos is a pathological liar and lawbreaker who lied to the voters of New York State and who defrauded his way into the United States Congress.
Sources familiar with the matter tell ABC News Santos has been charged by federal prosecutors in the Eastern District of New York, which covers New York's 3rd Congressional District in Queens and Long Island. The charges are under seal, but for months investigators have been sifting through apparent campaign finance irregularities. Santos' political opponents tonight demanded his resignation from Congress.
George Santos has shown himself to be a sociopath.
Robert Zimmerman was the Democrat who ran against Santos and tried to spread the word about his many lies. Tonight he called on House Speaker Kevin McCarthy to dump Santos from his conference.
Now it's incumbent upon Kevin McCarthy, the Republican leadership, all to join together and demand that he be expelled from Congress. And if they don't do it, then they are as guilty as he is.
George Santos needs to be indicted tomorrow. Republicans and Democrats need to come together, quite frankly, to save the integrity of democracy and to send this fraud packing into retirement.
But in a narrowly divided Congress without Santos, Republicans could lose their razor-thin majority. And tonight McCarthy indicated Santos won't be going anywhere, at least not for now.
So I think in America you're innocent until proven guilty, but what we've watched in past behavior here too, when there was another member indicted, I removed committee. I never put Santos on any committee. That member did get not just indicted, but was found guilty. I told him he had to resign. I would keep that same with any member here, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat.
At last count, at least 8 House Republicans were calling on Santos to resign already, and that was before these federal charges made themselves apparent. But if he refuses to resign, forcing him to be expelled would require 2/3 of the full House, and that would require not 8 Republicans, but nearly 80 Republicans to vote yes. As for Santos, he was said to be flying home from Washington tonight to turn himself into federal court sometime as early as tomorrow.